So when Grayson freaked out at you last night for not wrestling, how would you have handled that before? And then how did you handle it last night?
Well, I would have dropped the hammer on him.
Grayson's very emotional.
Yep.
Like me, and like when he's tired and whatever, like he tends to overreact and be dramatic, right? Yeah. So what you would have dropped the hammer on him. He probably would have ended up getting like a spanking.
I would have got loud. I would have got reactive. I have never cussed at my kids in my life. I've never called them a name. I have flirted too much with that "what's wrong with you" phrase until Nick called me out on that and let me know that I was conditioning them to be very damaged as an adult by continually asking them what's wrong with them, and then I'll install that question in their mind, and then they'll be growing up asking themselves, what's wrong with me? And they'll never realize that dad messed them up until somebody helps them see it. Then they'll get bitter at me for 5 to 10 years, and then hopefully I'll pray enough through and they'll come to terms and heal and forgive. To avoid all that, what I did was calmly, kind of in your style of vein, you know, especially after reading Strong-Willed Child, just learning new tools of communication, setting firm boundaries, giving one of two choices. You can make your choice. You're going to live with whatever this consequence is. I'm not upset at you at all. This is what you're going to live. And if you're in your bedroom for half the day tomorrow, then that is something that you've earned. You earned that by making this choice, and we paint that out very clearly. Last night, we didn't have a big old speech. I said, it's like, we're done. I said, you weren't upset that we watched Flash together. You weren't upset that we wrestled for for a half an hour before 10 o'clock, right? 9:30 in the night, we're wrestling on the ground. And then when I say, all right, bud, it's about time to, let's get brushed and get ready, you just wait. And it's like he drops his emotional hammer. Wah! He didn't cry. He got pouty. He stormed off to the bedroom. And then as he did that, I came and let him know that it was going to go to bed, or he was going to have a very difficult day tomorrow, and that was going to be it. I mean, it wasn't too complicated,
right? But
there was no tempers.
Right, but then him and Gage were having issues.
Yeah, but you asked one question.
I know that, but him and Gage were having issues. No, I'm saying normally, like, you just would have yelled, and it would have been a yelling thing, and then I would have closed the door and put headphones on. Not really. But you would have yelled, and then it just would have created more drama, because he shuts down, he doesn't respond to that. So instead of doing that, you told him his choice, so he went to bed, and then him and Gage started having problems. So what'd you do?
Face your voice that way.
Like, he was mad and wanted to go sleep downstairs on the couch.
Yes.
Which he tried to.
Yep.
Then Adam called him back up here, and he didn't tell him, like, go to bed, deal with it, whatever. You sat out in the living room with him until he came down enough, like you put on a little show or whatever for you to watch, but till he came down enough, and then I'm starting to fall asleep, and he comes in, gives me a kiss, and tells me he's going to bed. So it was, like, enough for him just to level out and then go to bed. And it's like, it might take 15 minutes longer.
Oh, that is what I did, isn't it?
Yeah, rather than like yelling at him and just putting him to bed.
You know what?
It saves a whole lot of.
You know what got it?
Issues.
After he left the first time, and it was emotional, upset.
Yeah.
When he came back from upstairs, I called him to. That's what it was. I called him to the couch.
Yeah.
He came over to the couch, and I said, "Bud, you have a bed. You're gonna sleep in your bed. We don't sleep downstairs, and we definitely don't. We don't run away from what we got to do.
Yeah. We
don't run away from our family." Because that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to remove himself, so it was a form of rejection. Like, I see this deeper stuff. I don't get crazy. I don't explain all that to them. Some of it so they understand that I know what they're doing. I know they're a scam artist, and so I help them understand that I see it.
I almost did that last night.
But he came to the couch, and I said that real calmly, and he goes, "Okay." And then he turned around and walked away, and I knew he was at the edge of his capacity, and he was trying.
Yeah.
The way he said it, the energy that I felt from him, immediately, I was like, it was 3 seconds. I was like, and I went back and got him. I said, "Hey, come here for a minute." I actually went to his bedroom. He was getting ready to walk in the door. I knelt down. We hugged for probably 10 seconds. I said, "Come out in the family room with me for a minute." He sat there, and it was just a few minutes, and then he calmed down. He saw that he was being cared for, and I didn't hate him, and then he cared about his night, and it was fine. And
you clean something and you turn around. Like, the more the kids are doing, they're realizing, but then all that does is cause more nagging with each other, and then I just want to take all their heads and slam them all together and then send them to their room.
Who's the hammer now?
Well, they're here all the time.
They won't leave.
They won't leave.